ought to disqualify yourself for incompetence. You're a frightened little man selling out his own people for a fancy title and a black gown. They may call you judge to your face, but they got better words for you behind your back. You're a handkerchief head. You're an Uncle Tom.
Care of you.
Mr. Castle, you're trying to provoke me. You will not succeed.
Today, Martin Luther King is just a 20th century or modern Uncle Tom wants to keep Negroes defenseless in the face of attack that Uncle Tom did on the plantation.
A war of words ensued last month after statements made by ESPN analyst Jalen Rose, statements that referred to black players that Duke recruited back in the 90s as, quote, Uncle Toms. As a result, ESPN and Rose have agreed he will not be on the air until he addresses the situation.
Your show has created a pretty strong impression in the community. You have been called a traitor, an Uncle Tom, a sellout. You've even been called the Clarence Thomas of television.
Yes. Moved from Clarence Thomas and calling him Uncle Thomas. Now you have a Democrat candidate, black man. Now we're calling him, is he going to be Uncle Tom or Uncle Sam?
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
Tell me about other type of Uncle Tom things that you've done in your life.
It started with Kerry.
Well, that wasn't Uncle Thomas. That was just...
He is our first African-American president, but his choice basically is whether he's going to be Uncle Sam for the people of this country or Uncle Tom for the giant corporation.
House nigga, I didn't call you a Oh, okay, that's a big difference. You're Uncle Tom.
And Uncle Tom is somebody who has sold out by embracing the white man.
Uncle Tom,
bedwench,
bootlicker,
black white supremacist,
chucking and jiving,
house Negro,
coon,
Uncle Tom,
coon.
I have a Coon Award over there. Coon of the Year Award.
The liberal will try to control a black person through the concept of racism because they know that we are very proud, emotional people.
Tell me something, George. You like to use the words Uncle Tom a lot, only when it fits. Do you know who Uncle Tom really was? Sure. He was that dumb who used to thank Simon Legree for whipping him. No, George. In real life, Uncle Tom was a slave named Josiah Henson, who escaped and walked all the way from Kentucky to Canada with his wife and children. And there he started the first manual training school for our people. He helped 100 slaves escape up north even before there was an underground railroad. He was a brave man, a great leader. And I'll tell you something else, George. I'd never call you an Uncle Tom.